What's going on, everyone? How you doing? Ron here with Tech Tips to Go. We are doing a live. It's been a while since I did a live, but let me just share this out to everyone, and then I'll come back in a couple of, hopefully a minute. Let me just share this out on social. Let me blast this out to Twitter. Live on YouTube. All right, let me blast this out to the group. All right, cool. We are live. What's going on? Hey, Mark, how you doing? What's going on? I'm good. Elias, what's going on? How you doing? Raf, Mark, UnMarshal nodes. Yeah, I'm going to be covering that. I know you had some questions. I saw your messages. You just got back from UK. Now you're in the US, etc. So I'm going to talk about UnMarshal. You know what? I'll start off with the UnMarshal now, and then I'll get into PulsePad. So if you guys are watching the replay, you guys can catch up, rewind, watch it. Anyways, UnMarshal nodes, NFT nodes. You can see that I've got UnMarshal here. I got Poker Fantasy, the bottom right-hand corner of my screen. So everyone's asking me about UnMarshal NFT nodes. So the team, like I said, I'm working with them as an advisor. I'm working with Manor. He is the CEO of UnMarshal, and basically they're coming out with NFT index nodes. So guys, like right now, like there's a lot, like everyone wants a node. Everyone wants a strong node. Everyone wants this node, that node. Everyone wants a validator, right? The reason why is because it's profitable, it's rewarding, it's passive income. Like everyone loves passive income. So, and you also want a node. Shout out to Pat E. Shout out, Pat E's in house. Everyone wants to make passive income. So, but like I've always been preaching and teaching is like you just don't want a node that the whole utility and use case is just for staking, because the longevity, it's probably not going to be there if it's just giving you staking and that's it. It's not great. But when you talk about like UnMarshal is like the Google of blockchain services. So if you're familiar with indexing, like the graph, etc., basically you're indexing data on the blockchain. So if you want to see what's in someone's wallet, etc., they have an advertising platform for that. If you want to index information, you go to Xscan and use UnMarshal's info. I did a video on it. Check out my video on UnMarshal, and you'll understand what they do in terms of indexing data. And what they're coming out with is an NFT node, an NFT index nodes, and there's going to be 25 founders nodes. Okay, so I have a founders nodes. There's going to be 25 founders nodes. They're not going to select everyone to run a founders node. Okay, you not to say that you have to be special, but I think they're more like they want to help with the growth of the network, the security, etc., right? Helping with transactions. So I think they're going to maybe select people based on, are they familiar with running a node? To be honest, running a node is not hard. If you follow my instructions, you'll be okay. But they want people that believe in the project, right? And then I think they're going to do some giveaways too. So you might be able to win a founders node. So if you're able to win an NFT founders node, that's crazy, because right now it's the hottest thing right now is NFTs. Whether you call it NFTs, art NFTs, NFT play to earn, NFT metaverses, it's the hottest thing. So basically, if you look at what UnMarshal could do, is they will work with a company, and let's say you're a metaverse company. They have NFTs, you have DeFi. UnMarshal does indexing of all those things. So if you're a company like ABC company that has a metaverse, and you want to build a custom app, and you want to give that app to your users to index the history, your profit and loss, what's in your wallet, and especially if you're multi-chain. So an NFT index node is it's gonna index all that information and present it to maybe a mobile app to the users that are on your platform. If you own a company like a metaverse and you've got 10,000 in-game items and you got to do tax reporting to the IRS or something, you could collectively do that with UnMarshal services. So that's why I'm big on UnMarshal, because they offer great things for B2B and B2C customers. And then now they're coming out with 25 founders nodes. Okay. So people are asking about the APY. So there's 25 founders nodes, and then there's also going to be an amount of light nodes. So you got founders nodes, and then you got light nodes. So 25 founders nodes, and then you got a bunch of light nodes. The staking and percentages, don't quote me on this. I think for the founders nodes are going to be maybe up to 85% APY. So UnMarshal is about $1.25, $1.50 right now, right? And I think you need about 30 to 40,000 Marsh. So that's about $60,000. And if you're getting 85%, 95% APY on a founders nodes, you're making $60,000 a year. So like I said, I have a founders node. If you think this is biased or an unbiased decision or whatever recommendation, you know, who doesn't want high APY, right? So anyways, those are founders nodes. Now we talk about light nodes. Light nodes, I don't think they're as strict requirements in terms of, okay, you need to do this or whatever. You need to know how to run a node. But like I said, if you follow my instructions, you're going to be able to do it. You could get a light node. It's probably going to be half the amount of tokens. So you might need 15,000 Marsh, maybe need 20. The APY will probably be higher than 50%, because I spoke to the CEO today, Manur, and he said it's going to be higher than 50, because I think right now they give native staking at a high percentage. So anyways, that is the founders nodes. That's the light nodes. If you're interested, just message me, okay? Message me, leave a comment down below on this video. Say, hey, I want a node. I want a founders node. I'm interested in a founders node. I got the minimum requirements. I could do this, right? Like I said, I think they're going to be able to donate or do a giveaway. They're going to look at, you know, how can you contribute to the company? So that's UnMarshal, and that's why I'm pretty bullish on UnMarshal, because the majority of UnMarshal, their team is a bunch of developers. So when you develop things, you know stuff is going to get done fast. Okay, maybe they don't have strengths in marketing, but if they know how to develop and they know how to build a product and they know how to build something where people will pay them, you could hire a marketing team. You could hire an all-star marketing team. Done. The key thing is they got the developers, right? Because they can develop fast, right? And that's what you want in blockchain. You want something where the product will come out fast, where a company won't overpromise, they will deliver. Okay, that's the main thing. They deliver, and you got a transparent team on UnMarshal. Anyways, I'm talking way too much about UnMarshal. I'm going to talk about it more after the questions. So anyways, let's talk about PulsePad. So I got into the private sale for PulsePad. PulsePad, honestly, made me retire again. I know I'm not bragging, but anything's possible in crypto. All right, so PulsePad is crazy. PulsePad did a 300x. Okay, well, 294x. So anyways, if you put in $2,000, think about the money you made with PulsePad. Anyways, today was a good day. All right, I'm not going to tell you how much I made, whatever. But PulsePad is another all-time... Well, my record, I think, was... I did a 770x with Blocktopia, Katecoin. I can't remember if I got into Katecoin, because I got into so many private sales and IDOs and private sales that I forget. I think my record was like 707. Anyways, PulsePad... Why did PulsePad go 300x? Okay, I'll tell you why it went 300x. And I saw it coming... And I said, this one is going to be hot, okay? Because you do your research. You do your homework. That's the main thing. PulsePad went ballistic because you got Richard Hart. If you don't know who Richard Hart is, he started a company called Hex. Hex went from 0.003. He's a guy, like some random... He's not a random guy. Now he's well known. But he's like a random guy that gets on the stream. He talks to his audience. He's kind of arrogant, but I like his persona. I like his persona where he's like, I don't give a shit. I'm going to tell you how it is. You suck. You know, he's kind of like that, kind of arrogant, where his jewelry, he's got the watches, whatever. But he's got a huge following. He built Hex, and Hex price was like 0.000 something, okay? Anyways, it was like 3 or 4 zeros and then a 1. It went to 47 cents. He minted millionaires. Anyways, so he's got a huge following. Then He's got a huge following, and then he built Pulse Chain. Okay, Pulse Chain is like the sister. It's a fork of Ethereum. If you don't know what a fork is, like a copycat of Ethereum, but with added advantages, which they call Pulse Chain. Everyone aped into Pulse Chain. Okay, a lot of people. They knew, they believed, they trust, they liked him. So his community's huge community moved over. So that's why if you got a guy like Charles Hoskinson, that people, plain simple, shit, SHIT capital, okay? You gotta keep your community strong. Whether you're CEO, you gotta get out there, you gotta talk. And that's, if you look at Charles Hoskinson, what he did, perfect. Richard, perfect. Okay, so you got a strong community, built it, and then he started Pulse Chain. Okay, so I knew that. I knew about Hex. I knew about everyone aping, talking about Richard, how we did so well, etc. He's in the media, he's in the spotlight. Point being, he shouts loud, so he's seen, and people like him. So Pulse Chain started an IDO platform called PulsePad. That's how I got into PulsePad. And then it did 300x because I had no doubt that, it was going to do well. I didn't think it was going to do this well. I said, okay, it's going to do 100x, no problem. I'm going to be happy. Then it did 290x, and I was just like, wow, okay, this is great. So that's PulsePad. That's the reason why I think it did a 300x. And also because PulsePad is also owned by Bluezilla. Okay, Bluezilla, the guys from BTC Pad, the marketing team, they do that. So anyways, you got the name, you got Pulse Chain. It's focused on, Richard's Heart's product, Pulse Chain. So you're going to have Pulse Chain products and launches that are going to go on there. So that's why I think it was going to be so huge. But I didn't expect like 300x huge. So anyways, it was a good day. So anyways, let's get into the next topic. Let's talk about exit strategy. No problem. Shout out to you. Shout out to the unsubscriber. Exit strategy. So, exit strategy. You want to talk about exit strategy? A lot of people were asking me about when am I gonna exit. So, here's what I tell them: is like you look at the EMA, you look at the charts, you look at on-chain data. Okay, you could look at sites and websites like Glassnode, because you want to see the amount of wallet addresses that are moving their funds to where. So if you look at Glassnode, it's a free thing, or you could go to their YouTube channel, and just hopefully they come up with updates. And you want to see where the on-chain analytics, basically, what are people doing with their Bitcoin? Because when Bitcoin tanks, you want to make sure that you're in the right position to either take profit, get out, or get in, or stay in, right? So for me, exit strategy is like, I'm going to look at all the data. I'm going to look at the 20 moving average, the 20, the 50 with a 100, the 200, the 16 week. I want to make sure that the price is above there. And then I'm going to look at on-chain data. I'm going to see what are people doing with their Bitcoin. Are they moving it to exchange? Or are they storing it on the cold wallet, and the amount of time that the Bitcoin is staying in cold wallets, the average goes up and up and up. So you got to look at all those things. I know it's a lot, but you could just find that info and data from a guy that you can see from like on YouTube or on Twitter, depending on who you follow. So that's exit strategy. I'm going to take profit, and you got to... Next topic is like you got to take profit. Profit is profit, and I talked about this all the time in like my groups. Is you got to take profit. Don't be greedy. That's the main thing, because when you get too greedy, you lose out. Sure, I know. So here's my strategy for NFTs. When I buy NFTs, I buy 3 to 4 NFTs. Okay, I'll buy 4 NFTs, 1 NFT to hodl the crap out of, because I know that if it ever moons, I've got multiple of them. One I'm going to sell to get my ROI back. The other one I'm going to try and sell that maybe that, okay, just in case it does, a 10,000x, I still have my one that I'm always going to hold for that crazy number that it's going to return. So you got that one. And the other one is just like sell it whenever. So that's my strategy for 4 NFTs. and you got to take profit. The same thing you apply it with altcoins. You got to take profit. You hold 1,000,000 coins of something else. Maybe you want to take your initial out. Then you want to sell a little bit on when it reaches 50x or 100x, stuff like that. So a bunch of strategies there. So Metawars is doing very, very well. Not that I didn't expect Metawars to not do well. I really didn't know. Me going into Metawars, I was like, okay, will Metawars do well? I think it will do well because you've got Star Atlas, and Star Atlas did well. So if they could do half of what Star Atlas did, it should do well. Anyways, my expectations were kind of blown off. Metawars ended up doing way better than I expected. And like I talked about this in my private group, the way I gauge this is because every time I walk away, you got 100 messages. That means that the community is there. They have 68,000 people in the community. The wallet addresses keep growing. People keep staking and locking up. People are buying their NFTs and their products. And on top of that, people are asking, how do I do this? How do I do that with Metawars? How do I stake it? How do I earn GAM? And every time, like I said, every time I walk away from the Telegram group, there's hundreds and hundreds of messages. Okay, so actually thousands, like 1.5, 2,000. So that tells me that there's people engaging. People want to know. They want to know how to buy it. They want to know how to stake it. They want to know how to play it. They want to know when their NFT is coming, when our land sales, stuff like that. So that shows me and tells me that, okay, maybe I shouldn't sell so much of my wars because I was DCAing. I bought, I sold, I bought, I sold. Then I started looking at price and I'm like, this has potential to go to $1 because it reached 76 cents. So I'm like, let me hold off. Because I see the community, it's engaged. The team is doing what it's doing. They're coming out with news. The gameplay is going to be there. Because remember, in blockchain and in play to earn and metaverse and gaming, we're talking about, we're in the very first year. Year zero, year one. Nothing is built. It's pretty much like a lot of white papers. But you take the chance and the risk in play to earn because if the game does well and if they serve the one purpose that everyone wants to do is not have to go to work and you're in a third country and you could play a video game and make more money than you can, double the amount of money by staying home and playing a blockchain game that is decentralized. So you have decentralized finance and banking. You don't have to worry about a centralized bank system. That coin will do well. All of these games that will deliver will do well. So that's why I decided, like, okay, Metawars, I don't think I should sell because if they actually deliver and the game is played and it's adopted and the community is already there, all the other aspects are there. They have money. You can tell they have money. They got funding. They have a community, which is the main thing. Community. I talked about community. Community is huge. Community is number one. If they have the community, people will play it. So in my mind, without a doubt, and not financial advice, I think this is going to go to $1 easy. $1 easy because when you could play it and you can make money, people will talk about it. I'm playing this game. I can make money. I could beat you. I could stomp on you. I could take your land and I can make money and feed my family, whatever. They're going to play it. It's going to go to $1. It's going to go to $1.25. It's going to go to $2. Okay, so that's my take on Metawars. People were asking me about Metawars. What's in my bag? You know what? Let me share my screen. This is PulsePad, okay? PulsePad went parabolic, went pretty crazy. I didn't share this because it was a call that I was up last night, and I'm like, all right, let's get in. Last second, last minute, done. Anyways, but I didn't expect it to do what it... Wow, it just went to 31 cents. Anyways, congratulations to everyone who got in PulsePad. You did a 310x. Not to needle that in. Anyways... What's in my portfolio? Take a screenshot of this. This is not my portfolio. This is just my watch list. So I got PulsePad, yes. Noyex, no. Walt Swap, I did have. Insurance Finance, yes. Bog Finance, I have Bog because I use their tools. I use Bog Finance to snipe. If you guys are into sniping, Bog Finance is what I use. Does it work? Yes, it does. You have to know how to snipe. You just can't snipe and hope for the best. You have to know what to snipe, how to snipe, what pairs. That's the main thing. The main thing is do your research, learning how to snipe, what launches to snipe and what launches to stay away from. Neurochain, I don't. DACC, no. Share token, yes. Celsius, I had. Limit swap, I do because I snipe with limit swap on Ethereum chain. Launch pool, I sold. NFT stars. NFT stars, yes. Got into private sale here. Oxbow Solana, yes. Love Oxbow Solana. Ethereum, yes. Love Ethereum. Solana, yes. 100%. Bitcoin, yes. Bitcoin, my number one. On Federal Reserve, I did have it. I think I sold it. UnMarshal, yes. Three Kingdoms, yes. Nifty Protocol. I'm looking at getting into Nifty X. I think Nifty X is one of those coins that has a huge potential because they're doing NFT gaming, doing a whole bunch of diverse stuff with NFTs and their marketplace with G-Swap. It's only a $31 million market cap. I think this has huge potential, and I think I'll probably bag. Shield, I had. Goose, I had. Goose has been a crazy ride. Binance Coin, I do. Yes. Cardia Chain, no. I wish I had my Cardia Chain. Polygon, yes. Panther's been pretty crazy. That's been crazy. AmpNet, which is AAPX, I still have that. BTC Pad, yes. Metawars, yes. Kusama, 100%. Pancake Bunny, no. They are suffering ever since that hack and exploit. So, anyways, I want to talk about Pancake Swap. And this is why I say don't go 100% all in into a coin. Because Pancake Swap was like $500 or $600. Super bullish. People were like loving Pancake. And then they had an exploit. So imagine you're holding hundreds of thousands of Pancake Bunny at $500 and you get hacked. And now you've been hovering around $1 to $2. Never go all in into one coin. Someone tried to tell me to go in one coin. A couple of people, they're like, well, if you don't have that much money, I think you should just go into one coin. No. Tell them no. Tell them they're on crack and they don't know what they're talking about. Bakery Swap, yes. Auto, no. XRP, no. Bondly, I did. VeChain, yes. Elon, no. Pokestarter, yes. Crypto.com, yes. Luxo, yes. Luxo, 31. I got in early. Shout out to Manifest Wallace. Polkadot, I love. I love Polkadot. Polkadot is like one of my favorite coins. Is like you can't go wrong. Not financial advice. You can't go wrong with Polkadot. Polkadot at $46 is steal. I wanted to bag more Polkadot at 20, but there was just so many coins and different things to get into that I wish I bagged more Polkadot. Sushi, no. Gala, I'm huge on Gala, even though it's doing pretty crap. Pancake Swap, yes. Quant, yes. Cardano, I sold. Ecomi's not my top bags. I think it's in my top 5, maybe. Reef, yes. Greenheart, I forgot if I have Greenheart. I think I do. Poker Fantasy, it's in my top bags. Poker Fantasy, yes. Feg Token, no. Refinable, yes. Noya, I'm really bullish on Noya. Syntropy Noya, I'm huge on Noya. Programmable internet, routing, switching, that's my forte. I love that stuff. Kawa, I think I sold it recently. GameSwap, no, I wish I did. My brother's on GameSwap. Katecoin, I think I have a small bag, but I wish I had that bag. Shout out to everyone still on Katecoin. That's it. Let me go back to my screen. So that's what's in my bag. I'm gonna get to the questions here. We've got Bitcoin price. I think Bitcoin is gonna go to like 120, 125 this bull run. Some people are saying 175, 200. I think maybe 125. Anyways, Mark, I hope that answered your questions. Yeah, no point buying now for that. UnMarshal's gonna be a beast. Yeah. Elias, when sharing gonna go parabolic? For me, it's a waiting game for sharing. I know a lot of people are impatient. I'll be the first to admit that I'm getting impatient. Yes, it's normal. Like every other crypto, you see other coins go up and sharing just kind of flatlined. That's okay. I'll be honest. Have I sold? Yes, because there's opportunity. There's a lot of opportunity for different coins to get into. And yes, I've sold sharing because you just have to make the decisions, whatever you think is right. There's no right or wrong decision. You just hope you do the best. You make the right decisions and just be fine with it. Accept that a coin's going to go up when you sell it, okay? That's normal. So it is what it is, right? Like if you do sell. But there's just too much opportunity when you see stuff pumping. You do 300x, you do, you know, like there's just so much opportunity. Pat E, what's good? Current thoughts on share. Like I said, share, you'll be fine with sharing, in my eyes, right? It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a longer hold. You can see that there's. I wouldn't say maybe there's development challenges, okay, because like I'm gonna compare some other chains that are doing some different things, okay. So you had Metawars. They came out with staking 24 hours. They came out with staking a day after they launched. Okay, so a lot of people have been saying, Ron, I've been waiting for staking for sharing for so long. I said, I know. It's taking a long time. Just wait for the team to announce when staking is coming. So they're saying, you know, it's taking 3-4 years for staking to come, when you got other chains that could do it in a day, et cetera, et cetera. So I see the pain points, right? And, you know, it is what it is. Like, yes, it sucks, but, like, you know, this is where you got to make the decision. Either you sell or you stay. And like I said, I admit that, yeah, for sure I sold some sharing because I want to get into different coins. You have to look at different opportunities. If you can make money, this is crypto. You don't want to miss the bull run. You got to get into coins that are going to pump. Like if you look at, like, with PulsePad, what you did with different coins, look at the coins that are launching. Find out the coins that are launching and look at the backing, look at etc. See if you want to snipe the coin and get in and get out, or if you want to hold long on it because they have a long vision. And this is where you need to learn about fundamental analysis and to get into coin and figure out how coins react based on what they're in. Like if you're into NFT and metaverse coins, how does a launch react upon listing in the first 5 minutes? How does it react after half an hour? How does it react after an hour? Then after that week, how does it react? So when is your entry point? So you got to look at all that stuff. Then if you're into DeFi, look at that. Then look if you're, and then you, like I said, you wanted to do your fundamental analysis. You want to make sure that you know the team. The team is there. As a safe bet, the team should be doxed. Doxed meaning that they're available. All their profiles are on LinkedIn and nothing is sketchy. The moment you find something is sketchy, get out, okay? Don't even get into the coin. So anyways, yeah, like I said, it's just, there's a lot of money to be made, and you don't want to stay stagnant. And that's why I said, like, you don't want to go all in, right? And someone told me before to go all in to sharing, right? Like, I was just like, man, you crazy? You're not going. I'll never go all in, even on my own company, because there's way too many opportunities and different technologies that are so interesting. So I remember someone told me to go all in and sharing. I was like, man, you're on crack. You're on serious, like, serious something. So anyways, that person, whoever is still all in share, it's just like you feel the pain because it's like sharing's kind of stable. It's stable, it dips, it goes down, dips, right? And I know a lot of people are angry. Like, trust me, I got 1,000 messages of what the F, you know. It's just, it is what it is. But anyway, shout out to Nemesis Enforcer. Nemesis, what do you want to know? I spoke to you today. Beak Ben, what's going on, Beak? Big on Marsh, yeah, for sure. Metawars is good. Yeah, I'm on Metawars. I like Metawars. I think Metawars is going to do well. Mark's into Cirrus. Okay. Future of pay for your data, like pay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know that. It's interesting what they're doing. Cirrus. I took a look at them. I saw them go up and down. Malik, what's going on? Kate is our record. Yeah, I think you guys did over 8,000x. Was it 8,000x? That's insane. You did over 8,000x. I was trying to find out how to get in the pre-sale, but I couldn't get in. What's going on, Carlito? Can you tell us how you got into the pre-sale, Ralph Bean? Marsh. Bull here. Yeah, Marsh is going to do well. HP Supreme, what's good? Meme Wars, burn to earn. Kotku, as a node holder of share, can you share if there has been any recent news or updates? Any updates on sharing? No, other than the team is working. The team is working and they're doing their thing. I always just reiterate what the admins are saying. You know, listen to the announcement channel, and that's all I can say. To be honest, I don't talk to the team. Sometimes I talk to Tim because, you know, I've got a master node, so I got to bug him and just say, hey, should I start working on this? And sometimes we'll have a conversation, but I'm not going to disclose what we talk about because he's got like a million other things. And I've got a million other things to do too. Like I'm so busy. Sometimes I don't have time to do my other stuff. But I think share staking has lagged because they need transactions before they can activate staking. I don't know. Yeah, because in order to provide staking, you need flowbacks. And the way sharing's business and tokenomics works is the more businesses they onboard, the more flowbacks they get. But I don't think that's an issue because every pilot that they have, that they're doing, they get paid. So when they get paid, they could just transfer that money into the share wallet. And then from the share wallet, it just distributes transactions. And then the more businesses and customers that they have, they just fill the wallet and it's going to provide flowbacks. Now, in terms of how much flowbacks we're talking about, I don't know. Is it enough to do the 500,000 transaction that Tim was talking about? I don't know. We don't know. But who knows? Like, for me, people are asking, like, am I selling a lot? No, not really, because sharing is still not a huge part of my portfolio now, just because everything has gone up and I've kept adding to different bags, like my Polka Fantasy bag, my Bitcoin bag, my Ethereum bag, my Ecomi bag. My Ecomi bag has grown a lot. My VeChain bag has grown a lot, and they've all gone up. So sharing has been staying stable. So all those other coins are going up. So now it's like sharing's not as big as my portfolio anymore. Maybe 14% or something like that. So I own a lot of coins, and I like different projects, and I continue to get in different projects. The projects I'm getting into are mostly play to earn and metaverse stuff, because metaverse is the future right now. But I'm not going heavy into metaverses. I'm still keeping an eye out on different projects. If I see a project that's very unique, I'm going to try and get into it. I'm going to try a lot. I'm going to try hard to get into it. So I got into Genopets. Or I'm getting into Genopets. So there's launch pads like IDIA, which you hold enough tokens, you can get a lottery ticket. Radium Finance. So if you hold $85 per lottery ticket. So I'm doing that to get into the Genopets token as well. But for Genopets, that's the one that I'm most excited for this year is Genopets. It's a move to earn. I made a recent video on Genopets. So even before getting into the pre-sale, I bought a Genopet egg because I believe in the project. I think it's going to do well because it's first mover advantage of move to earn fitness. So I'm taking advantage of getting to Genopets because I think it's just cool concept. I think it'll do well. The amount of backers are insane. They've raised $8.3 million. So I think they have a huge advantage because there's maybe one competitor called Dose, which is in like fitness to earn. Okay. But in the move to earn, I think what Genopets is doing, they're doing decentralized finance, metaverse, play to earn, move to earn. So they got a huge advantage over everyone, and the backers and the influencers and investors on Genopets is huge. So I'm looking at doing some risky plays of selling some certain bags to get into the launch on November 18th. So I talked about the same thing. I said, if you get into Polka Fantasy early, and if you look at the time frame, the short time frame for Polka Fantasy, you had a lot of opportunity to buy low. Okay, you had a lot of opportunity to buy at like 30 cents, 40 cents, whatever. Anyways, if you took my call for Polka Fantasy and you sniped it, you would have made a lot of money because you could have sold at $3 or $4. So Anyways, Geno Pets, huge on Geno Pets, like really massive on it. Anyways, I think that's it. $700,000 profit. Bitcoin price 125. So $700,000 profit. Shout out to the guys in my private group. Shout out to Malik. Shout out to Rick. Shout out to Carlos. The guys that are running that. Anyways, I made a video about it. I'm gonna release it tomorrow. The guys in my private group, you know, they got a small group. Well, I got 5 of those groups. In one specific group that Carlos and Malik run, there's 4 of them in there, or 5. They made $700,000 US in profits. 700,000 in 6 months. In 6 months. So anyways, congrats to you guys. That's massive, like, right? Even if you divide that by 5, it's huge, right? So congrats to you guys. Play to earn, that's where I'm focusing on, is play to earn metaverse. I'm not hopping on to just play to earn because I think play to earn is going to be hyped. I want to get into blue chip play to earn, like Gala, okay? Like ILV, like Axie Infinity. Then you have your risky plays. Then you have your communities that are strong that could blow up to enormous, like an insane amount of numbers, like Metawars, Polka Fantasy, Genopats, the Three Kingdoms. Like, it just needs adoption. Like, okay, it gets word around, you can make money, and the transaction fees are low, and you could also do decentralized finance on it. DeFi, staking, liquidity pools, stake your GAM, stake your tokens, earn tokens in a game, take that, stake it, increase your liquidity pool. So the utility in play to earn is the most utility and use for a token. You know, land, battling, trading, swapping, upgrading, leveling up, taking your rewards, finding NFTs, minting the NFTs, taking it off, selling it, taking the tokens you won, staking it, creating liquidity pool. So it's massive. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. Mark, they are going to be listed on Genopets is going to be listed on, I'm not 100% sure what exchange, but it's November 18th, coming up soon. So take a look at my last video on Genopets. And to be honest, I'm telling you guys, like, straight out, not shilling the crap out of it just because I want my bags to moon. No, this is, I'm going to pull an all-nighter. And the last time I said that was on Polka Fantasy. So shout out to Al, because Al took my call too. Al in our group, in our private group, stayed up with me. Him and I were up messaging each other because I told him. He messaged me. He's like, Ron, he's like, Final Fantasy is going to be big. It's massive. I said, yeah. I did all my research, did all my due diligence. I looked at the team. I looked and I said, this is going to be big. So Al and I stayed up pulling all-nighter. I didn't sleep because it was listing at 4 a.m. I got in and I sniped it, and I got in early. I manually sniped it, meaning I bought it early. I set my gas limit. I got in and I got in quick. And I sold and then bought back. Sold at $4, bought, resold, bought, to increase my bag. And now my bag is big with Polka Fantasy, and I have a lot of faith in the team and what they're doing. So the next one that I'm getting into, like I said, is like Genopets. Genopets I think is going to be massive, and this one I'm going to snipe too. Whether I have to pull an all-nighter, but I think it's going to be massive, like super massive. So, and I'm looking at doing risky plays to sell some of my bags, that I don't really want to sell, but I'm willing to sell for Genopets. So that's the play that I'm waiting for in like 10 days. And that's it. If you have any questions, anyways, let me know. Message me. Talk to me about Genopets. Take a look at my last video. And anyways, that's it for the video. Again, congrats to the guys who made $700,000 in profit. And anyways, I'll see you guys later. Talk to you guys soon.